Hey, this is Dave. I'm going to try to answer some questions that I keep getting a lot of. And the first question is, are you going to finish the 48 states? And my plan is absolutely yes. I'm planning on pulling that trailer that I built to pull in the 48 states. Now, will it end up being in the 48 days that we allotted? I don't know. I'm still having a little bit of issues with the clutch, and I'm wondering if it got glazed over. You know, something must have been stuck in there. There was some issue. I readjusted it again this morning, again, and it seems to be running all right. I have not pulled the clutch out again, for number one. I'm probably going to go ahead and order another new clutch. And that way I have it on hand. If I get it apart and realize I need a new clutch, I have it instead of tearing it apart, put it together, tearing it apart. So, yes, I am planning on finishing 48 states. I don't know when that's going to be. Maybe I'll head out that way before Sturgis and meet up in Sturgis. Who knows? Anyway, right now, yes, the answer is yes. And are you going to buy a Harley? You know, I'm looking at Harleys. Matter of fact, I went to the Harley dealer in Kansas City because I also found that used one I went and looked at, which only had 400 miles on it. Well, it's kind of ironic. I went and looked at an exact same one in Kansas City because I was kind of getting the prices and stuff. I said, "What's the price of this?" He goes, "Oh, in the 30s." You know, that's pretty broad. And I said, "Well, how about that one over there?" "Oh, it's in the 40s." And so we kind of went back. I couldn't even get a straight answer out of the guy. I'm like, it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth that I couldn't even get a straight answer. And so, you know, who knows? I remember in 2014 what happened to me with Harley, which kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. But that's another story too. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to buy a Harley or not. I am looking. I may have found one. I don't know if it's really the one I want because I'd rather have, an ultra classic or something with all the tour packs because I ride a lot. The heated seats, the heated grips, that's pretty nice to have. Okay, are you going to sell your victories? I, you know, I might sell one of them. I might sell them both. I don't know. I got to get them both running. I think I got the maroon one running good. I don't think that I'm ready to hook the trailer on it and take off across country, get out in the desert or something, just in case I have an issue with that clutch again. Like I said, I think it could have glazed the clutch over a little bit from that slipping, whatever was causing the slipping. I'm not sure. It could have been a grain of sand, just not letting it, go down the road. And in a victory, all the oil and everything's in one. When you change the oil, you change the transmission fluid, you change all that in one oil plug, which is really nice in changing the oil, but it does bring everything together. And those who seen the oil the other day seen it was black, and that was all in 2 days and 500 miles that oil was burnt bad. Okay. Now what about the pledges on this ride? I had pledges on the states of, how many states we went to. I believe I'm up to 30 states. I'm hoping you continue to support Rex, and Rex is finishing the states, and I hope he makes it all in 48 days. I hope you still pay if he makes it to 48 states or however many states he makes. Back to why I haven't pulled the clutch out yet. Well, again, I don't have a new gasket. I don't have a new clutch. If I open it up, sometimes it's like opening a can of worms. But I have made all the adjustments that I can make. Let's see. I think I talked about the clutch could possibly be glazed over, and I'm actually hoping that kind of wears off if that's the case. Back to why was the oil so black in 500 miles? Well, it goes back to that original clutch that I think when it disintegrated, it decided to disintegrate. Am I going to stop pulling a trailer? No, I have no plans on stop pulling a trailer. You know, I've pulled that trailer with both bikes probably 45 to 50,000 miles. So I think, you know, one little hiccup or two little hiccups, we've done okay for pulling a trailer. And I really enjoy it because I enjoy being able to stop whenever I need to and not have to worry about where am I going to stay or setting up a tent or finding a place to set up a tent, that kind of things. Or paying the motel bill, which ends up, it can be a lot of money. When am I going to fix the blue bike? Well, right now I have plane tickets in May to fly out, and I'm planning on fixing a bike. Some people ask, why don't you just take it to a shop? Well, again, I don't know any shops out there, and if it's the parts that I think it is, you know, I'm a little bit handy. I'm not an expert by any means, but it still goes down to, you know, who are you going to take it to? They're going to tear it apart and say, oh, well, it's broken. And so again, if I have to tear it all apart, I'm going to go out, pick the motorcycle up, drive to somebody I trust to fix it, and then we'll just fix it that way, or whatever else we got to do there. Another one is, does a car tire affect your riding of the motorcycle and handling? I personally do not think it does, especially for the kind of riding I do. I do a lot of highway riding, straight riding, pulling a trailer. I personally think it's a lot safer pulling the trailer because I use a run flat car tire. So the odds of having a big blowout is, you know, drastically reduced. And, you know, if you guys have any more questions, just put them in the comments. I hope I've answered some of your questions. And then back to Rex, I really do hope you support him. If people were paying, you know, for my states, for me, I just hope you go ahead and support Rex in the rest of 48 states. You know, I've done what I can do. Even if I buy a new motorcycle, you know, the odds that then I got to order a hitch, then I get the wiring, the whole bit. It's a little bit more intense than just buying it and taking off and going. So, and again, on the other motorcycle, I think I may have it going good now, but then again, that old clutch, even though it was a new clutch, may have got glazed over. So it just happens, I guess. But anyway, I hope that answers some of your questions. Thanks for following along, and I really, really appreciate it. And I know Rex appreciates it, for the Diabetes Association appreciates it. So thanks for following along.